2, go.
Thank you all for coming here today for the announcement of my candidacy for U.S. Senate. I apologize for the Spartan surroundings, but really there's no more fitting place to hold the announcement of the candidate I wish to be, the campaign I wish to run. My announcement should not occur at one of these temples of power, the places where acolytes of the established order sacrifice their integrity, cut out their own souls for the prospective blessing of that power. This is not the path I shall take. Instead, I choose to announce here, where just up that hill last October, a group of our citizens took up the fight to change how our society does business. They did this against all odds, against all common sense, and without any initial funding, and they won. From my intermittent participation with Occupy Providence, I have learned the power that we the people have. I have learned a variety of grassroots techniques that will help me make my campaign successful. In the interest of honesty and full disclosure, I must make something completely and unambiguously clear. I do not speak for Occupy Providence or any other such movement, nor do they speak for me, though I may share many of the same points of view as other movements, and though they are free and encouraged to assist my campaign, I only speak for my campaign. If I'm elected, I plan to stand up for freedom by spearheading efforts that overturn the military detention provision of the NDAA 2012 and the anti-protest provision of House Resolution 347 that have wide-ranging and negative impact on not just the Occupy movement but all grassroots movements and the labor movement. These bills received bipartisan support, including our very own Sheldon Whitehouse, who opposed amendments that would have corrected these anti-constitutional abominations. I also intend to push for stronger protection of the Second Amendment rights by opposing gun control and voting against the ratification of the UN Small Arms Treaty. I plan to reform the financial sector. I will ensure that existing regulations are enforced, creating a corporate death penalty, demand that too big to fail is too big to exist, and pass a you loan it, you own it law, killing the creation of any future financial derivatives. When I am elected, I plan to push for an economic environment that is competitive for our domestic manufacturers. I plan to do this by withdrawing from all free trade agreements, by imposing tariffs that level the playing field, creating an export subsidy to reimburse our manufacturers for foreign expenses, and creating a tax penalty for moving manufacturing overseas. I will also push for laws that make sure that all Americans, including corporations, pay their fair share of taxes.
Woo!
The belief that trickle-down economics works is a lie. It is the American consumers who are the job creators, not industry.
Right
I will
on.
also fight to ensure that America keeps its promise to its seniors and the poor by preserving social programs. As U.S. Senator, I will ensure that the U.S. no longer rushes into wars. I will oppose preemptive wars and the expansion of our current wars and stand up to the military-industrial complex. As I stand here today, I wish to unequivocally declare my complete support for marriage equality and reproductive freedom, because no person or government has the right to tell any of you how to live your lives. Thank you again for being here. This is an incomplete list of my platform. Please visit my Facebook, Twitter, or Google Plus page for more complete list. Or you could just call me at 401-309-0722, and my email address is slavinforsenate@gmail, SLAVINFORSENAT@gmail.com. I will now take questions.